Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome wherever in the world you are. Hope you're all doing well today. So, another great day in Eve. And so, I I got a lot going on, and in game, a lot going on in game. One of the something interesting has happened, which is that my character for Thor AI, Corin Valen, Thor even named him and everything. Went south, ended up in Imperium space, got killed, got a corp invite from them when they realized it was me, and then Thor said I should join. Actually, what he said was I should do some corporate espionage. But anyway, so here I am with a character that is, for all effects and purposes, in Imperium. But yet, I have my character is in Pandemic Horde as well. So, obviously, this is conflicting. They're enemies of each other. And so I sought to figure this out, what exactly would happen. And interestingly enough, as an experiment, I've ended up having characters in both and having the okay of both sides. So I didn't expect that, in all honesty. I expected a very hardline no. But here we are. I have characters in both. So, in effect, I have dual citizenship. Now, also in effect, it's also like I have triple citizenship. What do you call triple? Trice? I don't know. But this character here is my high-sec character and high-sec CEO of my own corp. Now, granted, this character isn't part of some big alliance or whatnot, and it's what I use for all my high-sec stuff. But so I kind of have three areas now. So I am one, I'm surprised that this has worked out this way. And two, I'm looking forward to the kind of content it can bring, because it gives me the ability to stay with Pandemic Horde and to work with Horde with my characters that are there. It gives me the ability to also work with the Imperium, and which I've never ever saw myself being a part of. Like, I have for many, many years said, nah, that'll never happen. But in this instance, it happened. So I'm going to move a couple more characters down with my Thor AI character and have a good time down there. Learn the culture, learn the ways, see what's happening, see what opportunities there are. And basically, I think this actually gives me access to a huge amount of content from both sides. So anyway, I will not, though, be I won't be poaching people from one side to go to the other. I won't be active with any of the politics of one side or the other, which I never really have been. I won't be active with the war stuff on either side, other than maybe observing. But I won't. I'll steer away from that kind of content, because obviously that would cause conflict. And so I think that this will all work out fine. So I look forward to it. Anyway, so I guess that that's where I'm at. Now the character that I have down in Imperium, he's gonna need some money, and I don't have very much money in my high-sec character here, but I do have a lot of stuff to sell. And so I think that first thing I'm going to do is make a trip to Jita and take some of the this stuff here that you know, has some value that I would be selling. So, except I don't think I'm going to sell this Zugma. What does that equal? 1.5 billion. All right. That's about all I want to take with this character. I don't really want to take more than that. We're going to take this down to Jita, and I'm going to put a few things up for sale. So this is the guy who lost 20 billion under the mattress? No. He's over in Pandemic Horde, but you know, I think it would probably be good for separation of things, so there's no muddying of the waters. I thought about it. I thought, okay, well, why don't I just sell some of the stuff that I have over in Horde and then send it to my other guy over in Imperium? But I think I'm going to keep that separate. So, I just want to have, I guess, some rules for myself for doing this so that neither side feels like they're taken advantage of, and neither side is upset about anything. I think that's probably a good plan. Why take an Impel? Oh, well, because I can get a massive amount of EHP with this, with the Impel. So, yeah. It's very tanky. So.
Warp drive active.
And it's much faster than taking something else. Impel, right ship, right fit. Yes, this is the right ship, right fit. And so I'm not going to be doing no 6 billion ISK thing like I did with my blockade runner through Null. I had over 6 billion in it. Not doing that in high sec. That'll get me killed. Oh, it's only like 400? Oh, yeah. Yes, is it tanky before I get to turn on the heat? Well, I can turn on the heat pretty fast. I can preheat. So, I can heat so that they're heated right away when I turn it on. So, like this right here, I can turn on the heat right here, right now, while I'm still cloaked. And then I start my jump and hit all of these, and they'll all be active by the time I get hit with the first shot. So, or nearly all active. They'll pretty much all be active.
Warp drive active.
Really need to get back into EVE content creation. There's certainly plenty of people that like it.
Out in the black where the starlight fades.
Hey, Market Tycoon. How's it going?
Got the wheel. Cosmic eagle flies through the trade lanes wide with the hold of ore. That's a high stakes deal. Long he tunes to the chatter of you, damn a scout. Warning about gankers lying in wait. Adjust his course through the Stargate. A space cowboy with a deadline to make. He's riding high.
Oh, Market Tycoon, you say the home fronts have been changed? They really try and make it as hard for multi-boxers as they could? Oh, interesting.
So vast and wide.
I still have never done one.
Dragons.
Maldrian just followed.
Maldrian, thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Jed's making his run with the scout at the next gate. Space docks hum like a honky-tonk night, where capsuleers spin their tails so bold. But Jed's got his eyes on the sector so tight, where the shadows of safety gank ships roam.
This is copyright-free music? No.
At the next gate,
I wrote the lyrics.
he dodges a fray.
This is my own music.
Outwits the gankers and tells them well played.
Exclamation point music.
Jump, he's earning his pay on the starry road where space truckers pave the way. At Cheetah Station, Jeb hangs with friends. A new contract comes in, his ship loaded again. Now the journey extends under the watchful gaze of Bob.
Under the watchful gaze of Bob.
Again. He's riding high in the cosmic eagle through the galaxy so vast and wide, with a heart of gold and nerves of steel. Jed's making his run
I have a lot of music I've written.
with the scout at the next gate.
With AI, I'm able to make it all come to life.
So here's to the space truckers, the haulers in space. May your routes be clear, may you have no fear. In the endless race, our beloved space truckers embrace.
Here's my favorite one currently. Let's see here. It's called Cycle of Destruction. It's about losing your ship and hopping into another.
Engines roar as metal burns, breakage drifts and twisted turns. Fire streaks across the endless black. I watch my hull collapse and crack. Through shattered glass, the stars remain, but I've already prepped another frame.
It's partly AI.
Fingers twitch, jaw control so tight. I'm back at the dock, set for flight. From the wreck of my ship, I break away, ready to fight another day. Ships are loaded, the rounds in the gun. One shot down, but I'm far from done. Undock quick, engines flare into the fray without a care. Ships are back, but the tunnel never run dry. Hit the throttle, feel the rush fly by. Debris in my review, another fight, another haul untrue. The scorch of lasers, a rambling blast, but nothing in Eve is built to last. With wreckage floating on the horizon line, I don't reload, step back in time. Knuckles, white hands on the stick, undock now, the proof is quick. From the ashes of what's been destroyed, I launch again into the void. Ships are loaded, the ground's in the gun. One shot down, but I'm far from done. Undock quick,
BB Smoke. I'll have to look at it later. I don't play anything on the show that I don't own copyright to. Keeps the copyright claims down.
Steel screams of the hull gives way, but another ship waits to join the fray. No time to grieve, no need for rest. In this place, survival's just a test. Ships are loaded, their ground's in the gun. One shot down, but I'm far from done. Undock quick, engines flare into the fray without a care. Ships are like bullets, I'll never run dry. Hit the throttle, feel the rush fly by.
Right. Yeah. Some good music there. All right, we're
Drive active.
getting close to Jita, so I'll be able to drop off some stuff, maybe put a few items up for sale, try and get a little bit more ISK in, and see what what's what. If I got tips for improving faction standing, yes. So you have to choose an alignment to begin with. So if you, like, let's say that you want to improve your faction standings with Caldari, then you are pretty much stuck with doing Caldari and Amar stuff, because if you try and improve your standings with Minmatar and Galante, you will actually end up harming your Caldari Amar standings, and vice versa. But you do have to manage your standings as well. When you get up into the higher end stuff, if you've only been focusing on Caldari, your Minmatar and Galante are going to be in the real dumps, and in fact could be low enough that the police will chase you when you go into their territory. So you still have to manage that, taking some hits on the Caldari Amar stuff to bring your other stuff up high enough. One of the things is the, which I'll be probably doing next week, is the Sisters of Eve Epic Arc, which doesn't give you a hit on any of them and allows you to choose which of the four you want to apply to. And so I'll be able to apply to Caldari. But I can't do any of the specials the Sisters of Eve gives because they're aligned with Galante. It's really confusing. You have to watch all your standings very closely, and the standings are, really, there's a couple of reasons to do standings hardcore. Most of the reasons are so that you can do stuff that is like, let's say, that you can do stuff that is so that you can do stuff that is like level 4 missions, if that's your goal. Well, if that's your goal, you can actually maintain a high enough standing with all 4 of them at the same time, and you can stay good and you can be able to do all of them. But if you're trying to do like a hyper focus on one, like I hyper focus on Jita with a Mars secondary, then you have to be very careful about things. Okay, we are going to do an insta dock, so I'm going to warp to that,
Warp drive active.
and then I hit D on that. And just for good measure while landing, in case there's some dumb fleet there that's going to try and pick me off, I will turn on my hardeners. So, I hope that helps give you a point in the right direction. And Outcast, your comment that the CSM needs to address the standings complication. No, I don't think they need to at all. I think that it's complicated at the higher end and it's pretty easy at the low end. And I don't play the standings game because it's easy. I play it because it's hard and it's beneficial. So
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
all right, made it here. Well, this is, I could sell some large skill injectors. What are they going for? This is, I could actually make a lot of money off of this. No, they are not high enough. This market, so I think everybody and their mother is skill farming now, and this is a side effect of it. And I don't know how far down it's going to go. Skill farms right now are a money-losing venture. I already had a bunch of skill farm stuff set up, and so, and I have multiple accounts that are prepaid, like a couple of years, and so anyway, I can just hold on to it, hoping that the market comes back up, or maybe eventually I take a loss. I don't know. But extra character slots. So I have 21 accounts. I think I have 18 of them as Omega right now, and I have characters that are like wormhole sitters. So I have probably a dozen characters that are designated just for sitting in particular wormholes that are important to me, and so they are just skill farm training once they got their training done for what they need, because all they do is sit in there and then they probe to find the connections that I'm looking for within that system, and then I'll go and enter it in with another character. And so it still is a benefit on the side, but it's no longer going to meet anyone's skill farming dreams of playing for free on a whole bunch of characters. It's not happening anymore. So if you want to know more about that stuff, watch Oz. He talks a lot about it. So anyway, I'm not going to sell right now. This is just too low. I'd like to see it actually up around 900, and so if I sold right now, you know, I'd be losing 70 million per. That's, you know, that's giving up a lot. So and I have a lot of characters that have skill just sitting in them, and I have these extractors here, and that's quite a bit of money right there, isn't it? 181 billion. What is this worth? Doesn't tell the total worth. It's interesting. It doesn't tell the total worth. It tells the price per, because it has that other information there. View market info. So, yeah, so I guess it'd be about 35 billion, something like that. And so I can, so I could sell these off and I can get a whole bunch of money quickly. I don't play that way though. It's not the way I play. I hedge bets on the markets and stuff. And this guy is currently worth 674 billion. I would like to get him to 1 trillion, in all honesty. But I keep making money and then I keep sending it to my other characters. So when is he ever going to hit 1 trillion? I don't know. It is a goal of mine though. So, yeah. You know, part of my goal was to hit 1 trillion, and then after I hit that goal, I was going to buy a Titan. And so, but now I think that I'm going to change that goal a little bit, and I'm going to do manufacturing either in Horde space or Imperium space. I know where I'm leaning, but I'm not sure yet. And so I want a Titan in each, not for going to battle, but for just owning, for using it to bridge and such. You know, and that is another thing I forgot to mention about the dual citizenship stuff with being in both Imperium and Horde at the same time. And that is that whatever side I'm on, if I'm doing home defense, doesn't matter who comes in, that's not, if your character is neutral or hostile to me, to that character will defend its territory, no matter what. So, yeah. Also, it's going to give me the ability to do some fleets and stuff with both sides. That should be very interesting. The fleets I've done lately have been PvE fleets, and where we go through and just start ripping through sites. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. All right. Well, I got a lot of stuff to put away here. Oh yeah, that's right. I delivered a lot of stuff to him here. Okay. Oh, boy, this whole money-making thing. Let's just pick off a couple of things down here, and then I'm going to have to do a lot of work in putting things together and getting them all done up and ready to go. And let's see here. Find and personal assets. Those are the only two I've got. Okay. How much are they worth? 83. And you know, usually I don't like to sell anything for less than 100 million. But here, I'll give you a little of my thought process on how I evaluate items. And so I'm looking here at the trends, and I am okay with waiting to get more money. And so if I look at it, I usually use like a triple point system over the past year. And but these two right here are just huge outliers. So I'm going to use a triple point that's lower, like right about here, which it looks like we've hit it here, 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 and up in here. And so let's see what that's at. 53 million each. Okay, so that's what I'm going to put them for sale at. It's quite a bit above what's here, but I can get this if I'm patient. And the way that the graph looked there, I will most likely hit it within 3 months. If not, I'll hit it within 6 months. So I might have to re-up once. And then instead of 83 million, I'm going to get, it's 106 before taxes. This also is why it is so important to have stellar standings in wherever you're doing your market stuff, if you do a lot of market stuff. And so let me just show you here my overview. So currently I have bought 88.6 billion here with this character in the last 30 days, and I've sold 77.5 billion. And so if you think about it, what if you can reduce the tax by 1%? So what is 1% of 77.5 billion? Is that 775 million? Why am I having trouble doing that math in my head? I know it's just moving zeros around. I haven't had enough caffeine. So 77. Yeah, it's 775 million. So you can reduce your taxes by having your good standings. And so I have an 8.8 Caldari state, which is one part of the tax here. The main part of the tax here is Caldari Navy, 9.97. I'm working on a 10. So how much does this reduce my taxes? I don't remember. But if it's a 1% difference, then I have made an extra 775 million this month because of my standings. So it's much more valuable to have the high standings than it is all of the loot you get and everything from doing the missions when you are doing commerce like this. And so I think that I can get the broker's fee down to 1% and this down to 2%, something like that. So I only have a little ways to go. And I don't know what it is on a character that is that has no standings. I think it comes out to around 5% overall. So anyway, this is one of the ways that people get a competitive edge to make more money. So the broker fee is 0.03% times faction standing. Okay, I don't know what that would equal. So I actually don't know. As opposed to having no skill or no standings, as opposed to having the standings, as to how much how much that saves me. But I do know that it I am making more because of it. So. And here is price history on this. This is interesting. It's had a steady downward trend, and then it had this big spurt up here. So, because this has a downward trend, I am probably not going to place it too high because it might be still having the downward trend. I can't tell because it went down further here, and then it's got this big jump up, and then it's going down again. So I don't really know where it's going to go from here. But 74.74. You know what? I'm going to place it. I'm going to place it at just below 76. I'm going to go 76 million and then down one tick. And there we go. So, yeah, I think that'll work. Well, let me see if I have any others of these. Find in personal assets. No. Okay. Just wanted to make sure because I'd want to sell all of them at once. I have a lot of boxes of stuff to sell in here. All right. This looks kind of like a normal market. And so my triple point is going to be... it's really going to be right in this range right here. So 130 million. Oh, damn. They're really cheap right now. Really? Like, how long ago was that? 2 months ago. Almost 3 months ago. 2.5 months ago. So, yeah, I don't know if this is the right answer. But it sits low for a long time and comes back up. No, I'm gonna take the chance on it. And oh man, there's none that high at 130. Strong as the market here. I'm a little worried that they might sit for a very long time. It almost looks like these coincide with I don't know if these coincide with events or also, is this downward trend because of the equinox changes? And so now it's leveled out in the last few days. Will it go back up again? Because the bombers and the ones using like Thunderchilds and stuff like that, they ended up, taking quite a hit on these last changes. But I think that they made changes to bring it back. But I don't know. You know what? I'm going to follow my rule, and I'm going to put it up at 130. I'm going to put up like 129.9 or something like that. And then I will I check things when they get down to 30 days left, and I'll reevaluate then. If it's still on a downward trend, then so be it. I'll take the hit. Wow, 60% above. But see, if I would sell it at the current rate, I'd be losing a couple hundred million. So there we go. And yes, I am second highest in cost here. There's not many of these on the market. And like, how many of these are selling? It's not too bad. For how many is on the market. It could go away pretty quickly. All right, let's see here. Find in personal assets. It's only this one. There are not many of these in here. Wow, that's a nice trend. That's a nice healthy trend. Like, I can put it, that's 240. Yeah, see, I can put it at 249, and I'll be the next one to sell, and that's also meets my, triple point. So, yeah, the lowest price there. and it's, you know, it's a pretty good trend here. So that one's nice. All right, let's see if I have any of these. Nope, all of these I don't have any extras of them. Okay. Whoa, look at that trend. That is flat as all get out. That is really flat. $110 million. There's strong buy orders up here too. I'm going to get my 110 million probably today. Oops, I forgot my 10. Okay. Down one tick. There we go. So, yeah, I may very well sell these today. Hello, Night Moz. Night Moz, by the way, is the CEO of Industrial Mining and Mayhem, who gave me the invite into their corp on the Imperium side. So, welcome. Sentient drone. All right. Current price is good. So what are they? What's being asked there? 106 million. On an upward trend a little bit. We'll sell that right away. Oh, perfect time to sell these. Look at that. I mean, this right here indicates that they've gone down, but we're on a good thing right here. I don't want to try and do triple point off of this. It's too far away. So, only got 2 of them. We're going to sell them at just below what's there. All right, so over the next couple of days, I could pull in another billion off of this. I'm not really sure, you know. It just all depends. Today is a Saturday, and the best day to post stuff is kind of on a Friday. You have a pretty good chance of the market going up over a weekend. So, right, this indicates that I sell at just the lowest here. And it will probably sell today. All right, I don't think I have anything else in here that's worth a whole lot that I should be looking at selling right away. Let's see what this, and then I have more of these, just the one. How are things looking on it? These do not sell many at all. Look at these lines. There's some days where none of them sell at all. Very slow movers. But there's a pretty consistent trend here. You know, like this right here, 130 million. Oh, that's going to be the highest on the market. 92 million someone's paying. Wonder if I should come down here. That's still 130 million. I think 130 million is proper, even though it's going to be the highest on the market. I still feel like, looking at the trend, that that's going to be proper. All right. Everything else is not worth enough or whatever. So I added some more stuff to the market. We'll see if I sell anything. Get in some more money. And I always, since I buy, when I have extra money, I buy Plex. And so I have some Plex here because I'm always waiting to take advantage of something in the New Eden store when there are sales on things. Doesn't look like anything's on sale at the moment. But yeah, it's what I do. Also, Plex, when you hold it, it keeps its value, kind of like holding gold in real life. Even if the economy goes up or down or whatnot, the gold may go up or down, but it goes up or down with the value of, with its value. Whereas, like the paper currency you have, the dollars, the euros, whatever, it can fluctuate up or down with inflation and stuff. So, you know. Do I have my own independent corps? Yes. So I have one independent corp here in HiSec. This is my HiSec corp. But, all right. If you're watching on YouTube, see you in the next episode.